A guest pianist is joining the CSO a little bit later this week, and we are fortunate enough to snag him a little bit here in our studio this morning. So please make welcome Spencer Myer. Good morning, Spencer.
Thank you,
And of course, Andre, always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, so tell me a little bit. I want to talk about you, Spencer, specifically. Sure. But before, let's go ahead and kind of talk about the event just in a nutshell off the top.
Yeah, so our next Barnett and Company Masterworks Series concert is Mendelssohn and Brahms. It's this Thursday at the Tivoli Theater at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are going quickly. This is a really popular repertoire. We're really excited to perform it. We're also very excited to have Spencer with us. He's a very talented pianist. He's going to bring Brahms Piano Concerto to life, so we're really excited for it.
And Spencer, welcome to Chattanooga.
Thank
of course,
you.
Not your first time here,
right.
But tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Cleveland, and I started playing piano when I was 6, and I kind of just always loved it. I didn't really decide I wanted to do it for a career until about high school. And then I actually attended college at Oberlin in Ohio, very close to home. And then I went to New York to go to Juilliard for my master's, and I just stayed after that. So now I'm in New York. But I love traveling the country and doing my most favorite hobby as my profession. It's really amazing.
Well, and like we mentioned, not your first trip to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got associated with the CSO and what keeps bringing you back.
Yeah. Well, a mutual friend of mine and Kyoko Dan's recommended me to her, and so I ended up playing with the CSO for the first time 3 years ago. I did the Beethoven Choral Fantasy with the orchestra and the big choir, which was really, really thrilling. And I had also come a couple years prior to that to play for the Tennessee Music Teachers Association at the university. So I've been to Chattanooga a couple times, but really excited to play with the orchestra again. It's such a thrill.
And so you mentioned that this coming performance is part of your Masterworks series, and you mentioned some of the great composers we're going to be able to hear works from. I want to hear kind of from both of you in your own words, what can we expect to enjoy and to experience with this performance?
I think there's a lot of visceral excitement in the Mendelssohn Symphony. There's a lot of sort of fast notes and very sort of involved playing from the orchestra. And in the Brahms, it's a little bit more expansive and kind of just sort of takes you over. It's a big washes of sound that come both from the orchestra and the piano. It's a very big piece. Also some very quiet, intimate moments as well. But just super exciting music making.
And Andre, you do a great job of kind of, we know the names, but help,
Right.
for people that don't know maybe the names, but they love great music,
Yeah.
You do a great job of explaining what we can experience and enjoy.
So both pieces are very emotional. I find when I listen to them, I'm taken away and I find my mind wandering a little bit. So both of them kind of evoke various emotions. And like you said, some moments are very quiet and very soft and very delicate, and then there are other moments where the whole symphony is just really blasting it out. So it kind of runs the whole gamut.
Yeah.
You're going to get a little bit of everything with this concert.
And of course, you're being the guest pianist, so are there any special moments that you're most specifically looking forward to? Of course, we're going to highlight your talent, but what are you most looking forward to?
I think this particular concerto is really thrilling because it's equally involved for the piano and the orchestra. It's never like the orchestra is in the background accompanying me. So it's like a duet the entire time. It's really like a big symphony that happens to have piano. And there's also an amazing cello solo in the slow movement, which is so beautiful, and also kind of a duet between the piano and the cello. So the principal cellist will get a big showcase as well. So it's just a thrill all around.
And this performance is on Thursday, and of course this is Tuesday morning. This is what I love about the CSO. When we have time, I like to talk about it, is the level of talent, because you're working with these guys 2 days before the performance, and it's going to come across amazing, like you've been working with them for a year.
Exactly. Yeah. It's quite a phenomenon. But I've of course practiced my own part on my own, which is partially also why I love playing with orchestras, because you spend so much time as a pianist practicing the part on your own, and then to finally get to put it with the orchestra and get the whole picture is beyond thrilling.
And that's what I love. Like we said, anytime we have guest performers, our performers do such a great job. They're so professional. I love it. I cannot explain that enough. Okay, so tell us again what we need to know about the performance on Thursday evening.
So you can get tickets online at chattanoogasymphony.org or by calling our box office. Again, they're going very quickly, so I'd highly recommend you call now to get your tickets. It'll be this Thursday at the Tivoli at 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6:30, and we look forward to seeing everyone there.
All right, and of course, the website is there on your screen. You can also visit the website to get your tickets, or you can call the box office. Spencer, thanks for joining us.
My
Welcome
pleasure.
to Chattanooga. I hope you have a great performance. And Andre, always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We'll be right back on Let's Chat.